The footage shows the moment when the boat explodes. Did you see that? While it was sailing at sea. The South American Command, that's what this command is called, South American Command, stated that this was an operation against narco-terrorists, once again, something we often share with you, and that the targets were men.
The Southern Command decided to step up the pressure against the cartels, which use maritime routes for transnational trafficking in South America. Surveillance drones monitor the coastlines of several countries, including Brazil, in real time, and identify suspicious vessels transporting narcotics. These operations involve destroyers and attack drones equipped with specific munitions to neutralize small boats used by the cartels as a way to evade radar. This advancement is part of the Shield of the Americas, which aims to mitigate the expansion of organized crime in the region. In addition to direct actions against vessels used by the cartels, Southern Command also intensified joint training with allied countries and began coordinating integrated ground operations among the different military forces that make up the Shield of the Americas. This strategy increases the response capability against organized crime, making it harder for factions to move and weakening their leadership by targeting key command and logistics points. Life in the barracks. Many analysts believe that attacks on vessels off the Brazilian coast used by factions such as the Red Command and the PCC could happen at any moment. This possibility has made the current Brazilian president uncomfortable with claims of a possible violation of national sovereignty. But could attacks on vessels transporting illicit goods on the high seas really be considered a violation of Brazilian territory? Or would they be classified as legitimate actions to combat transnational trafficking? Welcome to Life in the Barracks. The bombing of yet another vessel used by narco-terrorists to transport illicit goods in Latin America has shown that the crackdown on criminal networks has reached a new level. Factions like Trim de Aragua, Red Command, PCC, and the FARC already acknowledge that the Shield of the Americas is pursuing them, with countries like Paraguay and Ecuador showing concrete results in reducing crime rates. Although the current Brazilian president has not formally joined the Shield of the Americas, the operations carried out in neighboring territories have had a positive impact on national public security. Brazilian criminals who operated in these countries have been captured, reducing the influence of the factions both inside and outside Brazil. This scenario shows how international cooperation and the advancement of military strategies have broadened the fight against organized crime. The constant pressure on illicit routes and the neutralization of regional leaders reinforce the idea that the fight against drug trafficking in Latin America has entered a more aggressive and coordinated phase. The United States Southern Command has a wide range of military capabilities aimed at confronting the cartels in Latin America. Its central mission is to protect the region's strategic interests, combat transnational drug trafficking, and support allied countries in containing criminal networks. For this, it has aircraft carriers, destroyers, fighter jets, transport and surveillance aircraft, as well as elite troops, highly trained for joint operations. This structure allows not only maritime and aerial patrols, but also the bombing of vessels used by the cartels, neutralizing trafficking routes and weakening criminal logistics. The integration of the Southern Command with the Shield of the Americas has further strengthened this response capability. This international cooperation ensures that different military forces operate in a synchronized manner, expanding the reach of operations and making it harder for criminal factions to move. The strategic repositioning of the Roosevelt Roads Naval Base in Puerto Rico also reinforces the American presence in the region, allowing for greater agility and coverage in interception and combat missions. Another crucial point was the reopening of the United States Embassy in Venezuela, which symbolizes not only a diplomatic resumption, but also a strategic link in the fight against narco-terrorism. With this set of measures, a network of allies committed to freeing the Americas from the clutches of criminal factions is being created, even in the face of resistance from some governments, such as those of Colombia and Brazil, which refuse to officially classify these groups as narco-terrorists.
The government is monitoring with concern the White House's intention to classify Brazilian criminal factions as terrorist organizations.
The State Department does not confirm or comment. The information came from a Brazilian source with contacts in the U.S. government. Since last year, the most ideological wing of U.S. diplomacy has had real plans to include the PCC and Comando Vermelho on the list of terrorist organizations.
Even so, international pressure and military integration show that the fight against organized crime in the region has entered a new phase, marked by more aggressive and coordinated operations.
Para o cenário regional.
The Marines have established themselves as one of the forces most often used by the United States in the fight against narco-terrorism. Although they are an independent force from the Navy, the Marines operate autonomously and operate in joint missions with all other American forces, including the CIA, FBI, and Coast Guard. This integration ensures a coordinated and multifaceted response against drug trafficking, expanding the combat capability on different fronts, whether at sea, in the air, or on land. The Marines have a diverse arsenal, which gives them great mobility and firepower. Among their main assets are the F-35 fighter jets, capable of carrying out air superiority missions and precision strikes. The Viper attack helicopters, which provide direct support to troops in combat, and the Osprey helicopters, which combine speed and transport capability in amphibious operations. This variety of equipment allows the Marines to operate in complex scenarios, ensuring both offensive actions against strategic targets and logistical support to Allied forces. In the context of the Shield of the Americas, the Marines have played a prominent role in land and coastal operations carried out within the territory of Allied countries. On some occasions, even the Marine Raiders are deployed, the elite troops of the Marines, considered one of the most lethal units in the U.S. Armed Forces. Their actions have been decisive in dismantling criminal factions and putting constant pressure on narco-terrorism, consolidating the United States as the main coordinator of regional security and reinforcing the perception that the fight against organized crime in Latin America has entered a new phase of intensity and coordination. Even though Brazil is not officially part of the Shield of the Americas, the possibility is increasing that Brazilian vessels involved in transporting illegal goods may be taken out off the coast. which could significantly change the national perception of the fight against organized crime and provoke a significant geopolitical realignment. In this scenario, the stance of the Brazilian armed forces will be decisive, as it could redefine alliances on the continent and directly influence the strategy to combat the criminal networks that terrorize the Brazilian people. Leave a comment below if you think the advance of the Shield of the Americas could affect Brazilian vessels transporting drugs and other illegal goods. And for you, bold fighter who values practicality and comfort in your daily life, the Adidas Room Falcon 5 sneakers are the perfect ally. Designed for those who seek performance without giving up comfort, it features a cloud foam cushioned midsole that softens every impact and keeps your stride steady, even during the longest workouts. The breathable stretch mesh upper wraps your feet lightly, while the Adwear outsole ensures grip and durability, whether you're at the gym or doing everyday activities with a sporty style. By clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment, if you follow Vida No Cartel, you can get your Adidas Room Falcon 5 with an exclusive discount straight from the official Adidas store on Mercado Libre. Take advantage of the promotion now and get fast, secure home delivery. Here at Vida No Cartel, you stay up to date with everything happening in the military world. Leave a like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos appearing on your screen. Onward, fighters, see you next time.